Starting off with the 522 GW. Brushed metal finish to the front of this on the dust cover, some vents and the lens itself. On the top there's some vents, a USB port for data transfer and power. On the bottom there's more vents and a reset button should the device crash. On the one side you've got accessory port and more vents, and on the other side you've got the SD slot and the power button. On the back of the device you've got a 3-inch touchscreen display with the emergency button at the bottom. Moving on to the 622 GW. The front is a brushed metal effect, the bezel is much thinner and the dust cover is just a plain black kind of finish. On the top there's vents and we've got our USB port for data transfer and charging. The bottom we've got more vents and the reset button should the device crash. On the side there's accessory port with more vents, and on the other side we've got the SD slot and a power button. The back of the device is also a 3-inch touchscreen display and the emergency button. I probably prefer the older model. I like the brushed metal effect on that, and I also like the dark casing. I think it's a lot more discreet. It's a nicer finish overall. Moving on to some side-by-side footage. On the left we have the 622 GW and on the right we've got the 522 GW. To me the newer camera seems to be like a more of a fisheye lens as opposed to the older model, because the older model is a bit more zoomed in, I guess. As you can see on the stats on both sides, there's a lot more kind of recording options on the 622 GW. Lots of resolutions to choose from there. Once you go into the software and zoom into the images, you see the real difference in quality. With a 622, the S on the left looks like a completely different car on the 522. So as we drive down this lane, we'll see how the camera reacts to the change in light as we go from shaded areas to more exposed areas. Now, part of the 622's marketing is that the device has enhanced features, including enhanced night vision extreme weather mode, and apparently that mode would automatically detect light levels to enhance the image that is being recorded. Now, between the two cameras, I don't really see much difference in the way in which the 622 is reacting as opposed to the 522. The dimensions of both devices are pretty much identical, so there's no need really to post a side by side of how they look inside the vehicle. With a hard wiring kit, the wiring's tucked into the trim, and overall it looks pretty smart. But is it really worth the £100 difference in price?